Head coach Sean Miller joins us here courtside after the Wildcats 103-78 victory. And speaking of football, and I was just talking to Rhino about this a minute ago, Coach, in football, the coach always says that the biggest improvement his team makes is from game 1 to game 2. They play a 12-game schedule, of course. In basketball, when you play 30-some-odd games, do you get that sense that a team can make a big jump early in the season like this from game 1 to game 2? And did you feel your team made a big jump?
No, I think in basketball it's more November to December, because November you're really working out a lot of different things. And even as the coach and the staff, you think you know what you have, but till really we get into game action, some things may surprise you pleasantly, other things you worry more about. But November is a learning month for both the players and I think the coaches. But look, we played a good team today. We talked about it in pregame. I watched them at SMU, and SMU is an NCAA tournament team, and I think they had 47 at the half on them on Friday night. You go opening night in college basketball in Dallas at SMU, and you have 47 at the half. You're good. Tonight they had 47 on us, and Lyles is one of those guards that can play in any program. He had 31, but he averaged 20 a game last year, and he took it to us, probably had a great night from 3 as well. But the big thing that I'm proud of our guys is they had 47 points in the first half. They had only 31 in the second. And he had 23 points in the first half, and he finished with 31. So, sometimes defense can wear on an opponent. And I thought our defense was better in the second half. This is the second game in a row that I think we continue to learn that at times, being able to mix in Ira and Keanu really is helpful because both guys are incredibly athletic. They can switch things, and their ability to switch in the second half, we went with DeAndre Moore at the 5. That seemed to work, and it's good to have flexibility and versatility in what you do. And sometimes you go big, sometimes you don't. But for us, we have to utilize our depth to our advantage. And that's your point, Brian. You learn a lot in November when you play teams like this that really challenge you with the way they shoot. I mean, they made 14 threes, 14 for 28 from 3. It's very difficult to win a game when the team shoots 14 for 28 from 3. Now,
How about,
we shot 15
exactly,
for 28.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a little bit about your team's ability to hit the 3. Best, at least the most made since a couple of seasons ago against Stanford.
Our offense, we have a lot of weapons. As long as we continue to play together and learn each other and be unselfish. I mean, we had 25 assists, so it's very difficult to say that we weren't unselfish when you have 25 assists. But 103 points, 25 assists. We played fast, and we shared the ball. I mean, is there some things we clearly have to get better at? No doubt. When we have the advantage inside, we can't go 4 or 5 possessions and act as if we don't have that advantage, because that's a luxury. Both of our big guys, when they catch the ball in the low post, very good passers and unselfish, and the other team fouls. If you just shoot jump shots, you're going to have those days where it looks great, and you're going to have other days when it doesn't. So attacking the basket, being able to play inside out, do the things we did well tonight, and maybe some of those things even more, that's certainly on the docket.
You expected UMBC to throw a zone at you at times tonight. They did. How did you feel your team attacked it?
Good. We took good shots. That was when I thought we got away from throwing it inside a few times. Again, just because a team's in a zone doesn't mean you have to just shoot from the outside. But again, November, we'll learn, we'll improve. Alonzo, obviously 10 for 18 from the floor, 30 points. DeAndre, 19 points, 13 rebounds. Those 2 guys were terrific, and a lot of other guys contributed. Parker now has 17 assists in 2 games. He's our floor general. He makes things go. And Alex Barcelo, if you think about it, Alex had 6 assists, no turnovers. I thought he did as good of a job as any of our guards guarding number 10, which is a heck of a thing for a freshman. And he gave us some great minutes. I've talked about Ira and Keanu, and it was good to see Dylan get his feet wet out there. Emmanuel had some good moments, and some of the moments of taking care of the basketball, he'll learn. He'll learn that when you're up big or you're up late in the game, you have to be very careful with the ball. And but he had some good minutes as well. The team win. 39 field goals. There aren't going to be too many college games you see that have 39 made field goals.
Good night.
That's what we did.
All right. Thanks, Coach. See you Thursday. Head coach Sean Miller here courtside as the Wildcats beat UMBC by a final score of 103-78. Arizona now 2-0 with Cal State Bakersfield. Again, 8 o'clock tip coming up on Thursday.